Thursday morning and a beautiful sunny day. It's about 8 o'clock. Left a little before this. And went on our way to McAfee's Knob, about 9 miles from here. So that'll be a fun sight to see. Of course, this grass is all wet and my legs are getting wet just from the dew.
Take a picture of
No, I already had somebody do that.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you. I'm just vlogging right now.
Oh, okay.
All right, I made it to Maccabee. What the heck is this called again? Maccabee with an F. McAfee Knob. That's where it is. McAfee Knob. I made it here, and it's gorgeous. It's that famous rock that you always see those pictures on, and you can see this is better than Dragon's Tooth for what you can see around here. I'm going to show you a panorama of everything. This has got to be the most beautiful view yet on the AT trail so far. It's really nice. So that's where we came up from, and this is from the east. And I believe that over there with the airport is Roanoke, because it's surrounded by mountains, and I know Roanoke is down like that. And then there's just endless mountains. I guess the Blue Ridge will be when we get down around there somewhere in the distance. I think after Roanoke we do the Blue Ridge. Actually, they're the Shenandoah Mountains. And look at this valley here. Oh gosh, it's gorgeous. And that's the end. And here's McAfee Knob coming from the trail. So when you look out, it's an outcrop of a rock, and there's a smaller one right there. And you just walk out over here. But it is a big drop. Somebody said it was only like 15 feet down, but there's a cliff right on the other side of this knob. So here's the knob that everybody looks at, and you can sit right down here, which I will do right now. So here we are sitting there, and that's about 50 feet there. That's about probably a couple hundred feet, and that's probably around 300 feet down there. And there's a nice bird flying. A turkey buzzard. That's pretty. So I'm at McAfee's Knob, as I said before. And I gotta walk along here to get to where I want to take a picture. It's don't want to fall down there. It's gonna be a heck of a fall. All right, this is the last time. So all along this edge of the mountain here is part of McAfee's Knob. The one that I was at before is the actual knob. But you can see a lot of people come here and hang out. It's really beautiful. There's the valley down there. Make a noise.
Don't mess with them.
Shake your tail.
They don't mess with you. Coiled up now?
No, he's just...
No, he's still stretched out.
Come on.
That's how the one was earlier too. It did not care.
Well, come on. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
I didn't see it at first. I have my glasses.
Come on, let's go. Keep going. Ooh. That scared me.
He's mad at you now.
Yeah. All right. Go. Just go.
If you leave him alone, he'll probably go away.
Yeah. We'll leave him alone now.
I'm on top of Tinker Cliffs, and I'm on the opposite side of the valley from where I was this morning at McAfee Notch. So I'm going to show you. It's pretty just like before, but it's interesting to see it from the other side. So over there is Roanoke over that mountain in the, not the distance, but the forefront. And that was where McAfee Notch was. And I came down there and all around that ridge, and then I came up over on that side. So that's where we are. Roanoke is right over there. And this is that valley from the other side. Beautiful valley. And we have a nice turkey buzzard here flying around. Seems to be a lot of them over here looking for something dead. I guess they're hoping some tourists will fall off these cliffs so they have supper. Here's what it's like walking along Tinker Cliffs. It's just, had to show a little bit more. Over there's McAfee Notch, and that's the valley I showed you, and it continues on that way. We're following it on these cliffs here. So right here is the AT trail, and you can see the AT blaze on the rock there. So this is all part of it. Quite beautiful. There's that. And yeah, this is really something else. There's the rest of the cliffs down that way. Okay, back on the trail. Tell you the truth, these Tinker Cliffs are just as spectacular as McAfee's Notch. It's just they don't have that one formation sticking out that everybody takes their picture on. But there are plenty of places along here to stand at the edge of a high cliff. It's Friday, May 17th. It's unusual that I know the date or the day, but I know a lot of guys are going into Daleville to rent a car to go to Trail Days in Damascus, which is 17th, 18th, and 19th, so this weekend. So I'm approaching Daleville, which you can see behind me there, that's Roanoke. And we came around from McAfee's Notch. I thought we were just going to pass it, but we kind of came like a U around it. And I'll show you some of the scenery. It's pretty nice lake down here. Way in the distance there between the tree branches is where I'm not even sure. I think that's where McAfee's Notch was. And we had to come down a ridge, walk along the ridge that way, and then a ridge straight up here. And below us is a really nice lake. It was a thunderstorm this morning, but it's clearing up now. So I'm going to take my rain jacket off soon. Since I was going, there's Roanoke. And I don't think we have to climb that hill. I hope not. I think we go Daleville is that way. So I'm getting a room tonight. I think it's the Holiday Inn Express has a hiker rate, so that won't be too expensive. I'll see if I can get somebody else to share it with me, but I haven't seen many through hikers. Anyway, I'll take a shower, wash my clothes. My socks smell so bad. I gotta get them washed, and then resupply. Berries on a tree. Wonder what they are. And they look like choke cherries. Anyway, so that's it for tonight. My shin splints feel really well. My old shin splint feels good. My right leg's working real well. Doesn't hurt. I feel them, but doesn't hurt. So that's good. I'll do 10 miles today, and then tomorrow I'll try to push more, which I keep trying to do. Oh no, I'm getting fried! About 2 miles out of Daleville, walking through this grassy field. It's quite different and nice. Down over there behind that hill is Daleville. We came down from those mountains over there. And we're gonna head up that mountain over there. My pack weighs probably 40 pounds of food, just way over spent for 5 days of food. But I'm gonna eat as much as I can for dinner tonight. I packed out a kibasi, which is unusual because they're pretty heavy, but that's lunch and dinner tonight. Well, I changed my look because it's 11:20 and it's already really hot. It's probably 80 degrees right now and it's going higher. So I gotta get used to summer. My green hat is just too hot. So till my wife makes me a green and white polka dot bandana, I gotta wear this one. It's cooler, keeps the sweat out of my face. Because it's just too hot, too darn hot. And honeysuckle's out and it smells really nice. Don't have time to stop. With my pack being so heavy, like I said before, I'm taking it nice and slow. So I think today's gonna be a 12-mile day to the second shelter because I don't know if I can do much more. Making sure everything stays healthy. Anyway, so it says 27 miles of the AT are on National Park. So that means if I stealth camp, I gotta be really stealthy so that no one sees me. Funny story I forgot to tell you about coming out of Daleville. When I went into Daleville looking for a place to stay, all the prices were jacked up in the hotels because of the graduation at Virginia Tech. So after trying a few hotels, I walked over to the Motel 6 and they jacked their price up to $100, and that was way too much. Usually it's around 55 or so. So I asked her, well, while I'm there, can I use your laundry machines because you got to pay for them with quarters anyway? She said, sure. She's a very nice person at the reception desk. So I went around behind and went into the laundry room, and there was a door attaching the laundry room to the office that was open about 1 inch. So I took all my clothes out of my bag and put everything in, put my rain pants on so I could wash the pants I had on and everything. And so I took my shoes off and washed my socks and everything like that. And about 2 or 3 minutes later, after I started the washing machine, the woman at the front desk opens the door real fast, comes in and sprays about 1/3 of a can of air freshener all through the room. And then as she's leaving, she goes, sorry, but I had to do that. And then she closes the door tight. So apparently my feet smelled so bad that the odor was getting into the front office, and she just had to stop that from happening because he couldn't take it anymore. So I went outside in the sun because it was a little cold from the air conditioner, and when I came back in a little while later to check on my clothes, you know, it really did smell pretty bad in there. So you don't realize how much you smell until somebody else tells you. But fortunately, Fit came in. He was a through hiker that reserved it a couple days ahead of time, and he got the hiker rate, which is about 45, so I split the room with him, and I got to stay there anyway, so that was a good outcome to that. But they're the type of things that happen every once in a while. The trail I'm on right now is on top of the mountain ridge, and I believe this is part of Skyline Drive. You can see it right over there. We're kind of paralleling it. We cross over it several times, go up and down a little bit, but I don't know if we're exactly in the Shenandoah Mountains yet, but I think this is part of Skyline Drive, and this is what it's like for almost the whole way through the Shenandoah. We're on the top ridges paralleling the road, and we'll cross back and forth over the road. And there's some waypoints which I think are like visitor centers where you can get something to eat or drink or something. And because all along this road they have pullovers, little signs like you have in state parks that tell you what you're looking at and everything. And here, actually, here's where the trail comes out of the woods, and we'll probably cross over the road here and go into the woods on the other side. And this is Mills Gap. See a little sign over there on the other side, and it looks like this has a little pullover. Yeah, it does have a pullover for anybody who wants to see the scenery. So over there you can see on that brown garbage can the AT marks, the blazes. And here we are. Elevation 2,435, and this is the overlook. So I'll walk down here, and right up over by the garbage can I will turn in. And those garbage cans here are nice because I got rid of all my garbage, which is always a problem with backpacking. You got to carry all your garbage out. So until you get to a road, if it even has a garbage can, or a town, you're carrying all your garbage. But here I got rid of all of it, and if I have any for lunch, get rid of that too. This is nice. So here we go in. I was right, that was the Blue Ridge Parkway. Guess we're now a little further north, and here's the sign for it. So I guess this parkway is going to continue north through the rest of the Shenandoah mountains, which we will be walking through. But I haven't seen where we have to register yet. It's somewhere along the trails to come. There's a thunderstorm that just passed us. It's kind of pretty, but I almost wish it went on top of us because it's so hot. And it would be nice to cool off with some nice rain on us. But anyway, I'm going downhill now to the shelter, and then hopefully I'll have enough energy to do 21 miles today. It's Monday, and we just climbed a 3,000 foot climb, or I just climbed one. The others are too. And I'm at the top of Apple Orchard Mountain, and you can see that it's possible we may get a thunderstorm. I don't know, but it sure feels good being cool. It's very hot, but now it's cooled down a little bit. And on the top of this is an aviation bubble that they use for the federal aviation. Which that's it right there. Guess it's radar or something, whatever, for the planes. I got another 1.2 miles to the shelter. So I'm gonna go there and eat lunch. Then I'll decide if I go further or not.